But personally, my favorite one to pick is Lee because she has good speed, decent IQ, decent power. She has decent HP. Like I said, she's much more the middle road choice. Whereas you could say that Samo's the super defensive choice, and Yuan is the super offensive choice. Yuan will do the most damage with any of his skills because he gains the most intellect in-game, but Lee is, I think, the superior choice because she is a little more durable. So she's going to be my inheritor. Also, if you do not pick Lee as your inheritor, there are no female characters in the game. That's not why I'm picking her. I'm picking her because I genuinely think that she's the best choice. My second choice would be Yuan. I don't like Samo. So we're gonna unequip everybody. Alright, cool. Let's get to teaching. We'll start with math. The math of my fist to your face! One of the things that I kind of glossed over, but each one of the characters, in addition to being able to learn the moves that the master has, they also come with their own moveset. Right now, Yuan has the worst moveset, but of the personal moves, Yuan has the best, most versatile set because he actually gets elemental attacks and things like that. He gets some AoEs and stuff like that. I think pretty much every single one of his... not every single one, but a good portion of his personal moves uses IQ stats, so it definitely plays to his strengths. Lee is kind of the same way. She has a lot of moves that play to her speed. So she does get one notable IQ-based move that is a... let's see, we're going to use this. It hits the entire screen, like the move Pogo had. So it's a pretty good move as well, especially if you stack her up with IQ. Which you want to stack her up with IQ because of the ultimate inheritor move. Uses IQ as its main source of damage. It does use speed as well, but it seems to get about 50% of the benefit of speed than it does IQ. So IQ is the way to go, and speed kind of as a secondary. Feast! Most of Samo's moves use his power stat. He's got one move that uses his vitality, and several that uses his speed. Honestly, when I was doing the testing for Samo, I expected way more vitality-based moves from him, and I expected no IQ moves, which he has no moves based on IQ, but I also expected very little in the way of speed. But one of the interesting things about him is that his base attack bare hand uses both his power and speed stat in equal measure. So it can become really powerful. So pick your inheritor based on what you want to to do. If you want a high damage glass cannon, Yuan is your choice. If you want a kind of mid-range, but still can do good damage, but is a little sturdier, Lee is the best choice. And Samo actually does have uses with certain party buildups. There's only so many IQ items to go around, and because of that, getting a couple of characters in that utilize power is not necessarily a bad idea. Samo also can equip some heavier armor than the other two. That's not really a thing that we got to worry about now, but it is something to think about. I think Samo's going to eat the poor master out of house and home. So, the way this works is, at the end of the chapter, your inheritor will be the one that you put the most effort into. And after each one of these battles, the inheritor will gain some experience, and if they gain a level, they learn the last move you used on them. So, you want to, Ewan actually starts at a low enough level, you can teach him all the moves. Lee and Samo start a little higher, so you've kind of got to prioritize the moves, and it's not that big a deal if you miss some, because they'll learn them as they level up, so it's whatever. She didn't gain a level there, so I wanna teach her Squirrel Kick. Squirrel Kick is I want to teach her the speed-based attacks first, and then Lao Hu Zi Wu, Old Fox Dance. I want to teach her Old Fox Dance because it's just a good AoE move, and but Squirrel Kick is the one I want to start with. It's a good ranged attack that can paralyze enemies, so that's good. After that, I want to teach her Monkey Fist, and then we'll go down from there. Just a quick rundown of what stats do what. Let's see. This uses Vitality. This uses Vitality. Lion Hand uses Strength. This uses Speed, Intellect. So, I'm going to teach her both. I don't think the counters count for the last move you use. So even though, like, if you killed her with a Squirrel Kick through a counter, it would still count for Monkey Fist, and she would learn Monkey Fist if she leveled. So. That's how Squirrel Kick is done. I don't think you can teach Lee all the moves, and the same thing with Samo. I think the only one that you can teach all the moves to is actually Ewan. So, for the two of them, you've got to kind of prioritize. So they kind of situate Ewan as the main character, as it were, like the canonical choice. But personality-wise, I think Lee is the most interesting one. So we taught her Squirrel Kick and Monkey Fist. Let's go ahead and teach her Old Fox Dance. I love that sound effect it makes. It's hilarious. I like to teach Old Fox Dance after I've taught a couple of the other moves, because if the inheritor you're fighting uses Old Fox Dance on you, and it breaks one of your ability to use your hands or feet, it's annoying. So I haven't talked about the hands or feet status effects. Basically, they prevent you from using moves are either classified as using your hands or your feet, and if you get one of those status effects on you, you can't use moves that either use your hands or feet. In addition to that, if your feet are disabled, you can't move. So it's doubly annoying. Alright, so she's level 6 now, and she gained that. Alright, so let's teach her, let's teach her one of these. Let's teach her Bailey Dow here, because it can cause paralysis. Actually, I think I want to teach her this one. I think this is the one that lowers stats. Yeah, this is the one I want her to have. But the stat bonuses you get for this training is not insignificant, and it makes the inheritor one of the most powerful characters you can have in your party. Let's see, we're going to teach this. So it says requires power, but this actually, this move right here actually gains in strength on your vitality stat. So, although that's not one of the reasons I like using it, I like using it because it has a massive stat down when used. I might be able to teach her this move and then one more. So this is the scene I was alluding to when they kind of position Ewan as the canonical choice. Where Lee and Sammo just like pass out and go to bed. You go outside and Ewan is continuing to train, and kind of like that that old trope where, like, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. I won't sing the rest of the Pokemon song, but I just don't have the voice for it. I am no Tay-Zonde. So I really like the animations they put into this chapter. Just all the chapters that have animations like that. I don't know. It's a sense of polish that I feel like is missing from like even Final Fantasy games. Oh no! Well, we know who we're going to start with. Because we've got to teach her... Wah! Dodge. I get to teach her this move. I'm not worried about teaching her... I can't think of the names of the moves without looking at them. It's just weird Chinese gobbledygook to me. I'm sorry. Bai Li Dao Yibu Jiao. I'm not worried about teaching her this one. If I can, I'm going to try and teach her Lion Hand, I think. So. Hi! Alright, +5 power. I mean, do I want to teach her Lying Hand or this? I mean, it really doesn't matter. We'll teach her Lion Hand. It might be just enough, the 3 battles. Like I said, only Yuan is the one... Only Yuan can be taught every single move. So... Come on, give me that lion kick. Lion hand. Lion kick. Squirrel kick, lion hand. Moves that knock enemies back can actually be very useful, especially if you can get them in an awkward position, like, say, we got here, where none of her moves can actually reach me. Okay, so I didn't actually learn Lion Hand, so she's missing 2 moves. Oh well. And so, the days of the Jinshan Quan master and his 3 pupils slipped past like a quiet spring breeze. This is one of my favorite songs in the game right here. Master. No, he wouldn't be able to stop them. You can send Lee; she'd be able to do it. Like, you mustn't you mustn't fight fire with fire. It only leads to more aggression and hatred. And then I'm going to go over there and I'm going to beat the snot out of them. I mean, like I said, mixed messages. So, if you don't remember where the market is, it's where we got Samo. It's to the east. To the east. Bring the beer!